Hey there. So this is the RGT Land Rover Defender D90, unlicensed, however a nice scale model, 1/24 scale. Just got it about a week ago, less than that. Took it out already. Very nice little rig, as you can see. Got pretty good flex. Very soft tires. Well engineered. I like the way that it's constructed. The mechanics. Seems pretty tough. Right off the bat, first thing I noticed was the pumpkins being so large. But they also seem pretty heavy duty, so for the weight of this and smacking rocks and whatever, I don't think it's going to really do any damage at all. Got a roll cage on it, mirrors, real bright lights on the front. They only come on when you're operating it, and real bright tail lights on the back bumper. Only comes on when you're running it. But the least little bit of throttle and the lights come on. Here's the transmitter. Simple. Put the batteries in by unclipping the handle here and sliding it out. Reminds me of Star Trek when they went into battle bridge mode and they'd separate the saucer. I know. Anyway, back to the vehicle here. Now, big drawback on this is every time you have to charge it, you have to pull the body clips. They're hard to get to unless you got tiny little hands, little fingers. Front, not so bad. The body clips are also extremely small. Take a look at this. I mean, just tiny. So the first thing I did was I got out the hot glue gun and I made myself some little grip things for right up here. Still tough, especially if you're out goofing around with it and you don't want to drop these things off into the dirt. If you do, they're gone, unless you get real lucky, and that's happened to me. So what I did this morning, without modifying the body on this, without gluing, drilling, or whatever, I use Lexan from another RC that I've got, and I put Velcro on it. Industrial grade Velcro. Good stuff. You can pick it up at any hardware store. And just put it in your drawer and you can use it for anything. So here's the Lexan. This is from a Everest Gen 7. When I changed out the body, I kept all the old body to do things just like this. And then as far as the body posts go here, just pulled the little tiny clip there out, and I drilled holes, melted holes through the Lexan, and then dabs of hot glue here just to hold it in place so it won't slip around. And then put the pins back at the same elevation that they were when this came out of the box. Putting it back on, easy enough. You just kind of have to line up the pins, and they kind of like line up pretty good. And then you just kind of like press it down. there you go. Still got the holes there with the body posts sticking up, but you know, I mean, maybe eventually I'll put something on there, kind of like what I have modified the axial 124 scale. Also, I modified this guy. I made my own body clip out of sheet metal, all done with tin snips and a drill, and I made my own little body clip for this. So this only has one body clip, and then the whole body hinges up, which is a real plus. Real nice deal. And it's also easy to put it back on. So eventually for the Defender here, I may do something like that just to kind of cover that up. But it's no big deal. I mean, you know, looks very realistic as it is. So the difference on the two of these, since I'm at it, the difference is that this one I have modified it. I put weighted wheel inserts, and on the front I've got this big ass iron bar that I got when I ordered an axe and a sledgehammer for my 1/10 scale. So this adds weight to the front end, front bumper. This thing climbs much better than the Defender. The Defender climbs well, but it gets to a point where, because of the body, the weight of the shell, tips over. It climbs backwards better than it does frontwards. I found that. The last modification I made on this was the mirrors came just completely black plastic, so I took some dryer vent tape, aluminum tape for dryer vents, and cut it, pressed it on, and then I recut it with a X-Acto knife to make little mirror wannabe things. It really added a lot to this style on this, as you can see right there. So there you go. Extremely strong steering on this. I pressed full weight of my hand down on it. As you can see, the tires were squashing, and it just turn it on, and I will show you. This is stronger than even my Everest Gen 7 steering servo. The body back on here takes a little practice. Just get it lined up. There it goes. Front end's lined up. Now, putting my weight of my hand, you can see I'm pressing down on it. Tires are squished. Look at that. That's really powerful steering. More than enough for this. You can see the tail lights there. Just a little throttle, they come on. They're a little stronger as you give it more throttle. Then, same thing. For the front end. Overall, very pleased. $100 on Amazon. I can't be happier with it. This hobby's expensive as enough as it is, you know. You get a good deal like this, something that's well built. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this. I'd like to hear some comments. Now I got Playmate here for the Axil SEX24. Got a buddy to go out crawling with. Thanks again, folks.